Friday morning, 9 minutes past 8 it is. How far would you go to help your child overcome a serious, debilitating illness? Would you consider giving them illegal drugs if it could transform their life?
Well, that's exactly what 16-year-old Van Davies' parents want to do to help control his severe epilepsy. Deborah and Brian Davies join us now, along with Dr. Hilary.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I mean, you must have had a very tough time dealing with this. Obviously, you worked with a ban, but what's it been like living with this severe form of epilepsy, and what do you go through it?
Well, it's been 14 years of very difficult seizures. We've been on 15 anticonvulsants. They haven't worked. It's a nightmare of continuous seizure activity. The worst is the drop seizures. He needs to wear a helmet because he's broken his nose, he's broken his teeth, he's had several facial injuries. We've lost Christmases, birthdays, holidays. It's been a horrible journey.
You say it's several seizures, but we're talking hundreds, aren't we?
Yes, sometimes he's been in something called non-convulsive status, which means that he's in a continual seizure state. So it's, and at periods like that, he's unable to communicate. It's horrible, horrible. And it's, if people have witnessed somebody that they love having a seizure, they may have some understanding of how horrible it is to have that all the time.
So you obviously want to do the best for your beloved son. What have you tried in terms of conventional treatments?
We've been on
everything, absolutely everything. We've tried everything. You know, all the anticonvulsants which are on the NHS, nothing's worked. Nothing at all.
So now you're going to take it, or want to try and take it a step further, and go to Colorado and do this controversial treatment of using marijuana cannabis.
Yes, it's not the same as the cannabis that you might buy to get high on the street. It's completely different to that. It's medicinal in that the THC content, which is the psychoactive bit, is very low. So you can give it to even very young children without any risk of psychoactive brain activity.
Right. Hilary, what do you make of this treatment?
Well, 30% of people with epilepsy, like Van, don't respond to these conventional therapies that we have, which also have side effects. So it's good to look at other possibilities, and there are clinical trials going on in the UK, and a lot of work done by paediatric epilepsy specialists in the US have been looking at this for some time, looking at extracts of cannabis, which, as we've heard, have no psychoactive components. But take a look at this clip of film that talks about the science of it.
It's the drug of choice for recreational users. 78% of those who've taken illegal drugs admitted to taking cannabis. But it can also help to treat some of the most debilitating conditions. Tetrahydrocannabinol, or THC, is the main ingredient in cannabis. This is what gives a high and is the reason most recreational users take the drug. But the lesser-known cannabidiol, or CBD, is not addictive and doesn't create the euphoria that drug users are looking for, but it can have a wide range of health benefits. CBD may help relieve the symptoms of epilepsy and multiple sclerosis. It's thought it could prevent and in some instances reverse the onset of cancer. It may also relieve psychological conditions such as anxiety and schizophrenia. But despite claims it can have many positive health benefits, for the majority of us, it's still illegal.
It's fascinating because, you know, we use plants in nature to derive some of our best medicines, the poppy seed for painkillers like morphine and diamorphine, heroin. And we use Sativex now as a treatment for MS, which is also a derivative from cannabis. So, you know, whilst we've got the stigma of cannabis, this is completely different, and it'll be really interesting from this early clinical work to see whether Van can be helped, because right now he's got such a debilitating disorder.
Absolutely. And this clinic in Colorado, it's treating 65 children at present. No one from Europe at all. He would be the first to go there. And they have had some success. Before we talk to you, let's have a look at this.
We've been on it 9 months, and from that 300 seizures a week, she now has 0 to 1 tonic-clonic a week. And so it's greater than 99% seizure reduction. And it's amazing. It's just absolutely amazing.
So it's a wonderful hope there. I mean, should the NHS consider this treatment in a way? Do you think it should be looked at, or is it too early
It's too early. I mean, the NHS needs to look at every treatment that works. The work has to be done first to see to what extent it works, in whom it works, and what its safety profile is.
Problem is, in the meantime, desperate parents like this are going to go to places. Hopefully yours will be successful, but they could well be unregulated, unscrupulous.
There's plenty of that going on elsewhere. People who have no qualifications, who don't have any reputation, who don't have ethical approval for these trials. This is completely different. These are neuroscientists working with full ethical approval, and they're doing it in a regulated, correct way. But, of course, the NHS can't help here, so it's down to the individual to try and fund it themselves.
And when do you hope to get to Colorado? Because I know Van isn't very well, is he? That's why he's not here this morning.
That's right.
It's a race against time.
It's a race against time for us. He's very ill, and he is regressing quite a lot, quite quickly. But we really need to raise £30,000 to get there.
Right.
We've spent everything and done everything, and had we known about this, had it been available, we would have done it first. But it's the last thing we're doing, and we really want to get behind getting there as soon as we can, really.
As soon as possible.
Well, we hope you get there, we really do, and all the very best to you. Thanks for coming on and sharing your story.
Thank you very much. Thank you.